Your clips are funny and your gameplay is good too. But today, I'm going to show you how you can get your quality looking from this
How?
into some clips that look like this one.
Spike down A. One enemy remaining.
All right, let's get started then. So in order for you to be able to create these high quality clips, you're going to be using an open broadcasting source like OBS, Streamlabs, or XSplit, whatever features that you have. So these quality clips are going to be way better than the ones that you're capturing with your graphics card or pretty much any of the other softwares that you might have in your computer somewhere. So we're going to be using the replay buffer. The replay buffer is used for you to create smaller clips like 1 minute, 2 minute clips, I would say at the max. Then the recording tab. This feature, I would be using it to be able to create videos like what I'm doing now, or just overall recording a session that I might have done, maybe like a podcast. So something that's going to be much, much longer than a minute or two. So in order to get started, we're going to go into our settings tab. The settings are exactly the same between OBS and Streamlabs. I've looked at it. I use both. It's literally word for word. You open up your settings and you go to the output tab and they look nearly identical. See, these are my streaming settings if anybody wants to look at those. The first tab, let's go to the replay buffer first. First, you're going to enable the replay buffer. Now you're going to set the maximum time of the replay buffer. So this is how long that you want to create your clip for. When you push a hotkey, which we're going to set up in a second, when you push this hotkey, this is the length of the clip that you're going to create. Next, we're going to go to the recording tab. This is where we're going to set up where the file saves to, and this is going to set up the resolution as well as the quality. This is the good part. So you're going to hop into standard. This is the type. You're going to choose your recording path. Now these files are going to be large since they're high quality files. So you want to make sure that you're not putting them on maybe your SSD. I would use like an internal or external hard drive that you might have on the side. Your recording format is going to be an MP4, and the audio track. This is important if you're also splitting up your audio on your streams like I do. I split up my audio because sometimes I'll play copywritten music or I'll be playing music in general. Sometimes I want to record the audio, but usually if I'm playing copywritten music, then I do not want this in there. I'll put all my copywritten music and I'll route it to source number 6. But on the other hand, I would keep just track 1 enabled unless you know what you're doing and why you might have routed your audio into other channels. Then this is the tab that you would already know about, and this is the tab that you want to capture the audio from. So all my audio normally is routed to channel 1. So channel 1 is the channel that I'm trying to select. You're going to use your encoder. You're going to use the higher encoder that you have. You can use NVIDIA NVENC if you have an NVIDIA graphics card. I think there's a second option available if you have an AMD graphics card. And if you have neither, then you can use X264, which does encode through your CPU, which are all decent options, but you definitely want to encode through your graphics card first. You want to next set up your resolution output. 1920 by 1080 is what most of us with computers are going to be using. You can also do 4K, but keep in mind that the large files might get into the way. I have set up a whole bunch, I could show you, but I have a whole bunch of clips that I've been saving memories. I've been creating clips from small clips to smaller recordings. I haven't done hour-long recordings at all, and I've already used about 5 terabytes of storage on my 8 terabyte hard drive. So that's obviously going to cover up my whole SSD that is 1 terabyte. It wouldn't even work. Next, we're going to talk about the rate control. So there's a couple different options. There's CBR, CQP, VBR, and lossless. So I use CBR. I used to use another one, which was CQP. Basically, you could use CQP, and CQP will free up some resources whenever you need a higher bit rate for the quality of the clips that you're creating. CBR is a constant bit rate, so no matter what is happening in the clips that you're having, whether some are more busy and some are more calm clips, the CBR will always keep that bit rate constant. VBR is a variable bit rate. I would not recommend this one as much, just because you never know what situations you're going to get to. If you want all reliable and you want to make sure that you have good clips, then you want to go with either CBR or CQP. If you switch over to CQP, which I don't want to do because I'm in the middle of making a video, there is a number that, what do we call it? I'm going to do it anyway. So this is the CQ level. Okay, so the CQ level, it varies. I would say you could use a number from 5 to about 20. The lower the number that you use, the higher the quality. So if you use a CQ level of 5, you're going to have really, really, really clean clips. But I use a CQ rating of 15, and it is nearly the same as my constant bit rate with a 12,000 kilobyte per second bit rate. If you're going to continue using constant bit rate, I would recommend using a bit rate of about 10,000 to 15,000. You could also do less, but if you're setting this up, you're also going to be streaming at the same time. So it depends on the rig, the machine that you have. Encoding, you might, if you're already struggling from encoding errors, then you might want to lessen the video quality of your stream so that when you're creating content, your quality is even better. That's really important. You can copy these settings for max quality. It's a preset. You can keep your profile high. You can set look ahead, and you can also set psycho visual tuning. Keeping these would also it increases the GPU utilization like it says here, but it also can increase the quality of the videos. If you're experiencing problems, the first things that I would do is maybe turn these off. So the next settings, always keep these at your GPU at 0 and the max B frames at 2. These are the settings that you're definitely going to want to keep to get some really crispy clips. But you're not done yet. You've set up the quality of the clips, you've set up the length of the clips, and you've also set up where to save the clips. Now you need to set up the hotkey. The hotkey, what it will do is when you push your selected hotkey, it will save the clip. So I have set my replay buffer to this key right here. Okay, make sure you apply it, you save it, you press OK. Now, when you go live, you want to push the start replay buffer button, because if I were to push the hotkey button before I created this clip, then my clip would not have been created. The start replay buffer it's kind of like the go sign for saying, all right, now capture everything that we have in front of us right here. Everything that we're recording through the OBS, now start. The replay buffer, when you push your hotkey, it will create a 60-second clip and save it to the file location where you've asked it to save all your clips. Okay, now I think you're all set up. You've set up the replay buffer and you've set up the recording tab. Now, if you want to use the OBS for recording, all you have to push is that start recording button, and then boom, you will be recording just like I'm recording a video right now. Now, you have to make sure that you're always pushing that start replay buffer button, okay? When you go into the settings, one more additional tip is that there is a key for you to start the replay buffer when you start streaming, so you never forget that you are recording the replay buffer. That way, when you start your streaming, the replay buffer is already going, and when you get that first clip of the day, boom, all you got to do is remember the hotkey. When somebody says clip it, boom, hit that hotkey, and you're good to go. See, now I'm a music producer, and I'm also a Twitch streamer. I greatly appreciate if you guys came and checked me out. I make videos for everybody that might need help in my community. That's what this video is for. You guys can also just like and subscribe on this video, drop a comment, and let me know if you guys have any questions. I'd greatly appreciate it if you guys even came through to the Twitch channel and said what's up. I'm a music producer, as I said, so I probably have one of my beats on the background of this video. But everybody have a good day, and thanks for coming out. Deuce.